Hello, this is for the singers. Man, I'm just half tempted. I'll mainly do singers. I tell you what, I'll try to just cover everything as much as possible, things that I'm thinking. And then band, we'll hit things. We know these songs really well. The two new songs in the middle of the night are just keys and acoustic and vocals anyways. Turn Your Eyes, that first tune is the only one that's new that has band stuff on it, but I know not everyone has played Gyra and whatnot. So I'll try to knock out a couple band things as well. But Turn Your Eyes, make sure, I'm not gonna go over the formats for everything. The format for the song, especially like Turn Your Eyes is only click. So that one is on there. So check that out. Make sure you take note of the format for each song. And let me know if you have questions, please. So first, Turn Your Eyes. Bethany's leading. So we'll do. I didn't write down. Let's see, verse 2. I think what I'd like to do on verse 2 is just go back to just Bethany. And so here's what we'll do: verse 1, worship leader. Chorus 1, worship leader. Verse 2, worship leader. And then we do the chorus the second time, it'll be unison. Then we move on to the bridge where it starts building. We do bridge 1, bridge 2, bridge 3, 2 times each. Bridge 1 is going to be unison both times. Then it's parts the rest of the way. Bridge 2, in the light of his glory, in the light of his glory. Hear the chains at the ground. That's where you start building big. And then when you go into that chorus 2, turn your eyes upon Jesus. We have that big, we go real big, and we'll end there. It's at around, if you're listening to like the Belonging Company version, which I guess is the only version, about that 6-minute mark, that's where we end, because it goes to a whole different gospel feel and everything. We're ending before that. Okay. There's not much to really share there. We'll just layer, like Ben, you and I will just layer a bunch of things. For the most part, buddy, I'll plan to play low stuff, unless it's, as I'm going through this, unless something, comes to me, but I'll let you play a lot of the lead stuff. And I'll set that Kemper up on Monday or Tuesday, FY. All right, next song, we have Egypt. I'm leading this one. So Ben, like this one, if you want to plan on, so for instance, we'll do this song just like it is on the record. I think it's an A flat on the record. We're doing it a half step down in G. But if you play the, I'll be playing this like, so if you play that upper part, or I guess actually, no, play it up. That G up there, or that G up there. G, 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 G. So start there. Plan on playing that part. And then listen in the chorus, there's some other nice little high parts that would be great for you to do. Verse 1 is myself, worship leader. And pre-chorus 1 is worship leader. The chorus is parts every single time. Verse 2 is unison. Pre-chorus 2, the second time is unison, chorus parts. Then we go to bridge 1A, parts, bridge 1B, parts, chorus, bridge 1C, parts. So everything's parts after that. Essentially, everything is parts after pre-chorus the second time. Nothing crazy. Stephen, I'm sure you have a bunch of ideas that this would be like, let me know what all you need. But I was planning on getting a couple toms out, sleigh bells, tambourine shaker, all that stuff for you. But that you like doing some of that with Tim would probably be really could be really cool. If Bethany wants to go back there and do that with you, just let her. She's not going to ask. She's just going to come back and do it. Inside joke, but maybe not a joke. All right, Sea of Victory. Sea of Victory. This we are doing in the key of D. It's originally in the key of B flat. So we are taking it up to the key of D. Rachel is leading this one. And yes, so verse 1, worship leader, chorus, the first time is unison. Every other chorus after that is parts. Verse 2 is unison until we get to, I know how this story ends is parts. You'll hear that in the track. I think all of you sang this, so we know that pretty well. The bridge, we do the bridge 4 times. Unison, unison, parts, parts. Unison, unison, parts, parts. And then, yeah, bridge 1B is 2 times, and it's that's where the melody flips, and it's parts as well. Nothing I didn't have anything. There's nothing crazy on this one. We know that song real well. Let me know if you have questions. Peace. I'm thinking in the moment, did I put that on there under the attachments? Yes. That the Amanda Cook version is what I plan on doing. So really pay attention to that. Megan's leading this one. And here is how I'd like to do this. Verse 1, chorus 1, worship leader. Verse 2, I'm going to do a duet kind of piece with Megan, even in the chaos, even when my mind wreaks havoc. And she'll sing, you will stay true even in the chaos. All along. We will all come back. We will all come in together. My Jehovah Shalom. There's a peace far beyond all understanding. And then we'll come into parts there on the chorus. If just know this for now, like if those parts sound weird, like we may just do unison. I've kind of played around with a couple different parts. It may be odd to do parts on those choruses. The bridge 1, bridge 2 are all going to be parts, and then that last chorus is going to be unison. The last chorus is beyond all understanding, let it flow when my mind's under siege. That is going to be all unison, that last one. I just realized I forgot to mention who I want on parts and who I want doing what. I apologize. Turn your eyes. This is going to be, so Jordan, I'm just going to talk to other singers. Jordan and I think Ben has a mic. Just sing, you guys sing what comes just naturally, because we're going to have multiple people on parts. Mike singers, Megan, Kristen, Bethany, and Rachel. So, Rachel, so to help your husband out actually, and to help Eli on sound, if you want to just plan on singing melody on everything, that will be awesome. And then we'll have Bethany and Kristen and Megan just kind of split parts up here and there. There's going to be multiple people on multiple parts. So, Megan, if you want to plan on just always singing some of those parts underneath the melody, especially when on some of these lower songs, that would be awesome. You and I will probably be on parts a whole lot. And then Megan and Kristen, if you guys want to plan, and Bethany and Kristen, if you want to plan on singing some of the upper stuff, that would be awesome. And then when we come together, we can make sure we're not overwhelming a part. Turn your eyes, like it's going to be hard for anybody to go above the melody. So again, Rachel, if you'll sing melody on that with Bethany, and then Kristen and there's just so many names. Sorry, Kristen and so if Rachel, you'll be on melody with Bethany, Kristen and Megan sing those we'll split those parts up below the melody because everything's going to be below on that one. On Egypt, sing what comes naturally. You're the God who fights for me, Lord of I mean, if we want to try to split 2 parts on top, we can. Some of these things with the guys stuff could be a little bit too low. Megan, you impressed me with some of the low stuff you were singing, which in that case you might double up with Ben, but that is perfectly okay. So yeah, if we just want to do that, Bethany and Kristen, if you guys want to plan on singing some of those upper harmonies, Megan plan on singing the lower stuff. Bethany, if it feels too high, you can sing a lower one. We'll split it up pretty naturally, but hopefully that helps a little bit. Doing that, doing it that way. Rachel, if you just want to belt out a melody the whole time, that way, like, we'll always know that somebody's always supporting melody. That will help Ben and Eli a lot. All right, Reckless Love. Kristen is leading this one in the key of A. We haven't done this song in a long time, but verse 1, worship leader, chorus is parts every single time. Verse 2 is also worship leader. We're doing it that way, at least this time. So worship leader, verse 1, worship leader, verse 2, parts on the chorus. On the bridge, on that bridge, we do it 4 times. We're going to do worship leader, unison, parts. That's the Bailey special. Okay? Okay. Yep. Yeah, nothing extra to say on that one. Some cool lead parts there, Ben. And Ben, honestly, if there's anything that you're like, this is a little bit too difficult for me, or I don't feel comfortable doing this, or I don't want to play this, just let me know. And then you can sing and I can play. So if there's anything that you're like, hey, like Egypt is definitely one I can't play that lead line and sing, because it kind of goes over top of the bridge. So when we did it a couple weeks ago, I didn't play that. But it's pretty cool that that lead line goes over top of the bridge. So if you definitely plan on playing Egypt, but if there's something else that doesn't feel comfortable, just let me know. Canvas and Clay, Ben is leading. This one is, so Canvas and Clay and we are gonna do keys and vocals, keys, acoustic and vocals. And so like Ben, I figure for you and I, we can just put our instruments down. And so Jordan and Sean will play, and the rest of us can just sing. This is kind of the way I had it drawn out. Ben and Bethany, if you want to do something different, please let me know. But verse 1, I had it broke up like that. Those first 2 lines as Ben, worship leader. The second 2 having Bethany come in and like a little duet, and then the first chorus a duet. Verse 2 parts the whole way. Chorus the second time, parts. The bridge parts the whole time. Chorus, that last chorus parts, last bridge parts. So pretty much after that first chorus, we're in parts the rest of the time. Ben, if you have something else, you can let us know, but at least that gives us something. It's easy for us to at least know the parts well. That is a really cool song. Really, I love the lyrics to that. And I think doing it the way we're doing it, we can really add a whole lot with our vocals, and having it stripped down, people will really focus in on those lyrics. Jordan is leading this one, I believe. Yeah, Jordan. This will be keys. It's not going to be ensemble anymore. We don't have an ensemble. So it'll just be the mic'd vocals and keys and acoustic. And so here's how I have this one written up. Verse 1, worship leader. Chorus the first time, worship leader. Verse 2, unison. Chorus the second time, parts. Then we go into the bridge. The bridge, because we don't have all the instruments, I don't really want to do the oohs and the big ahs and stuff. If somebody wants to convince me otherwise, feel free to try. But I don't think with all the instruments it's going to sound quite right. And the fact that we don't have an actual choir and that's what you hear on that, I don't think it'll sound quite right. But thought about doing, so the first part of the bridge, comforter, counselor, defender, deliverer, king of kings, unison. And then he is, and parts. And then parts the rest of the way through. And we will have to try to grow that with the dynamics of our voice. of our voices, since there won't be instruments on these two songs, Canvas and He Is, okay? And then we'll end it with All That You're Needing He Is, with just the that little tag with just Jordan, okay? In place, I'll change this on Playing Center. Instead of a scripture reading, we have just another testimony Rob Miller's gonna share. And then we go into Jireh. So what we're doing on this one, I'll talk through the vocals first, and then we'll go from there. Lots of text messages. I'm on like 3 different group messages, and I'm getting a lot of them, so I'm sorry. So vocal wise, this is Megan and I are gonna lead this, and we're gonna have on like the verses, and then Rachel, we're gonna have lead out this other bridge. So verse 1 will be myself. Verse 2 is Megan. Everybody in on the chorus, and then we have forever enough, always enough. We have that tag. Verse 3 is myself, and then Megan comes in on the second part of that, stay by my side. And then chorus 1B, parts, tag, forever enough, parts. Then we go into I'm already loved. That's where, Rachel, you're coming in. I'm already loved. I'm already chosen. I know who I am. We'll go there. We do that twice. First time is Rachel. Second time is parts. Then we have big, that is enough, you are enough. And then we go into, we go from that vamp, that is enough. We go from that into the chorus again, okay? Jireh, you are enough, Jireh, you are enough. I will be content in every circumstance. Tim, this is what you were talking about. Jireh, you are enough. And then we go into the instrumental before bridge 2. So we don't do the forever enough, always enough, okay? So after that bridge, we do the chorus. After we do the bridge, we do the vamp, and then we go back to the chorus. After that chorus, we don't do the tag, okay? So that third time we do the chorus, we don't do the forever enough. We go right to the okay, and I just realized bridge 1 is going to be Megan, and then we on the I'm already loved, that'll be Megan. Bridge 2, if he dresses the lilies, that's going to be Rachel. Okay, same way as bridge 1, it's going to be Rachel the first time through. Second time is going to be parts. Okay. We add that, how much more does he love you? How much more does he love you? How much more does he love you? And then we have a down chorus to end the song. Jireh, you are enough. Jireh, you are enough. Okay? I will be content. And then we'll end on that chorus, okay? So essentially, we're not doing we're just not doing as many big, we're not doing the whole vamp 1, okay? We're not doing all of that. That is enough 3 times. You are enough 2 times. We're not doing all of those. I can't remember last time we did this, but you can go back to that. You can go back to that service on YouTube and look it up. Here, I can tell you in a second. Last time we did Jireh, and you can hear exactly how we did it. Jireh. All right. 3 most recent. So if you go to July 4th, if you go to the our YouTube video from July 4th, we did it in the exact format that we're doing it this time as well, okay? So go check out July 4th, the July 4th YouTube video on the Refinery Ohio YouTube page, okay? All right, now, last song, Graves into Gardens. I'm leading this one, and nothing crazy about this one. Worship leader, verse 1, parts on the chorus, parts on verse 2. It's parts the rest of the way. That's it. You guys are just out on the first verse. So, what my idea was for a little drum breakdown at the end was going to be on that last those last bridges. So we come down. So we do bridge 1, bridge 2, tag, then we go into like a down chorus, into a bigger chorus, and then we build into the last 2 bridges. You turn graves into gardens. It just literally going like having Kristen and Bethany come back to the toms with Stephen and do there's nothing better than you, Lord. There's nothing is better than you. And we go to the bridge. Bam, 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 bam. Ga, doom, doom, ga, 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 doom. Ga, doom, ga, 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 doom. Ga, doom, doom, ga, 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 doom. And so I'm thinking is like on like the rim, doing like tom, rim, tom, tom, rim, 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 tom, rim, tom, tom, rim, 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 tom. Does that make sense? And we'll practice it next week as well. Going to be about 23 minutes long. Hopefully this helps. Please, please, please reach out to me with any questions you have, any needs that you have. I'm still trying to work out the in-ear situation because we have 4 singers, but only have 3 in-ears available. So I'm still trying to figure that out. Tim, if you have any ideas, let me know. But we may have to have one singer on a wedge. I don't know, but then that wedge can't have the click. So, yeah, still figuring that out, but we have a week still, so I'll get that together. Appreciate you guys. Looking forward to next Thursday's rehearsal and next Friday worshiping all together, hearing these testimonies. Remember, I built in a little bit of time, singers, if those who are singing, if you have anything from these songs that you're like, oh, every time I hear this song, it makes me think of this scripture, or it really helped me with this, whatever. If you want to add a little something before that song before we go into that song, please let me know, because I want you to be able to do that. All right, appreciate you guys. See you soon.